Hi, this is Jundo. Welcome to Tree Leaf, and I have the honor to be joined today by one of the greats, Master Bodhidharma, he who brought our way from India to China, the first patriarch of China, the man who sat facing a wall for 9 years near Shaolin Temple. Actually, we have a couple of Master Bodhidharmas. This is a statue that we have here in our zendo, and behind me is a traditional ink painting of the master. I sometimes point to that when people ask about my beard and earring. You know, there's a precedent. But one thing to know about Master Bodhidharma, he probably didn't exist. Oh, that's not quite right. It seems that there was somebody back then with that name, Bodhidharma, but he probably bore little resemblance to the Bodhidharma of legend, the Bodhidharma we know, the Bodhidharma who brought Zen. His teachings, as a matter of fact, may have had little to do with what we would think of as Chan or Zen Buddhism. You know, the last couple of decades, research on the history of Zen and Chan has made great progress. Here's a couple of books on the subject I can recommend to any serious student of Chan Zen history. This one is called Fathering Your Father by Alan Cole. And this one is called Seeing Through Zen by John McCrae. Two historians who have gone back to show that much of the traditional story of the origins of Zen, much of the traditional Zen lineage, is a cook-up, a fiction. Somebody made it up. They took bits and pieces of this and that. Some people who may have really existed, some people who may not have existed at all, people who existed centuries apart and never met each other, but yet somehow in the lineage are connected as master and disciple. They added details over the centuries, and voila, we have a lineage that never was real. You see, it seems that in the early days, the lineage was made by some people to give legitimacy, to explain how the teachings came to China from India. So they cooked up the story of all these patriarchs, one to the other leading right back to the Buddha, in order to give themselves legitimacy. And over the centuries, stories were added, legends, embellishments, and it's all as phony as as we say in English, a $3 bill. That's the way it is. That's the truth. Not just Master Bodhidharma, but the sixth patriarch, Master Hui Neng. That story too may be largely someone's creation, or the creation of many people who added to it, changed it, made it bigger and bigger legend as time passed. Even the koan stories, we'll talk about this another day, but the koan stories that we know, most of them were not real historical events, but were made centuries later by people who were telling a tale. And you know what? It doesn't matter, because I'm here to tell you that Master Bodhidharma is real. The Buddha is real. All the ancestors are real. The sixth patriarch is real, and this tradition is real. How so, you may ask? You see, when we sit a moment of zazen, we realize that this tradition is true. It proves itself in our life. It proves itself right here. And that's all I need to know. It's not a matter of what did or did not happen centuries ago. It's a matter of this place and this time. And these teachings are proven in my life and in yours when we sit a perfect moment of zazen, where in truth time is forgotten. So what is the past after all? And the Buddhas and patriarchs are all sitting with us right now. So who cares whether they lived or did not live centuries ago? Because when you're on the cushion, they're on the cushion with us right now. This moment is complete. This moment is whole. Nothing's lacking. So how could Bodhidharma be lacking? Nothing is lacking. You know, it's a little bit like saying that the story about George Washington in America chopping down the cherry tree, well, that probably never really happened. But yet, here we are in America, a real country right now. Well, it's true with our Zen practice too. Whatever did or did not happen in the past, this practice is real. So that's why I very much am honored to bow down in the direction of Master Bodhidharma. What he stands for is very much real in my life. Shall we sit with that?